What's going on? What's going on? Al Kane out here, full face helmet style, riding from Queens into Manhattan. Late night, doing the late shift. Getting my ride on. Snow is melting a lot. I have snow blocking the bike lane, so I gotta make some moves before the cars come. Woo! That little bit of the bike lane is blocked, and my man jumped in front of me, and this one's jumping in front of me. Everybody jumping in front of me. What's going on? So we got the bike lane right here, pretty covered. I mean, not covered, pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Light just changed. And we out here. It's like, what is it? Almost 10 o'clock at night. And we're gonna climb up over this bridge. Again, this is my third time today that I'm gonna be climbing over this bridge. The Queensbridge. Earlier this morning, took the long ride from Fresh Meadows and rode from Fresh Meadows all the way out here to the city. Rode over the Williamsburg Bridge. That was about 14 miles because I had to take some detours because the main bike paths in some of the parks were covered in snow still. And then I rode all the way back, another 14 miles. And I got a late shift too. So not only did I have the morning shift, I got the late shift too. So right now, I'm heading back in. And we're gonna catch a little bit of this ride along here. Now, this part of the bike lane is blocked off from some construction stuff going on there. My legs are burnt out. And this is the harder part of the bridge I'm gonna come up to. Climbing this way, it's a little bit harder. It's a real long climb. If you haven't watched these videos before. I'm riding my 20-inch BMX racing bike. My main commuter right now. Because Ozark Trail got a little damage, and I'm gonna be working on upgrading that for some action. So right now we are rocking on the 20-inch, which I begrudgingly started riding out in the snow and in the rain and all kind of weather. So now I'm good. I'm not tripping. It is what it is. Bike's gonna be dirty, and once I get everything, once the weather gets better, I'll work on cleaning it up and probably getting some new parts and stuff. Cause these parts, woo, they've been going through it. Between the slush and the salty stuff and all that, this bike looks crazy, but it's still running good right now. So I ain't mad at that. Haven't done any maintenance on the bike yet either. So that's a good look. And I'm rocking my full face now. Cause you never know when you might hit some ice or something. It's a warm night though. Tonight's like in probably the upper 30s. But there's some spots where you might wind up hitting some ice because the ground is still wet from all the snow melting. You don't want to have a situation where you slip out and wind up falling. Don't want that kind of action. And if you do have it, at least you be ready with the helmet. Unfortunately, other parts of your body do get hit. It's not just the head when you fall. A lot of times, it's the last thing you hit is your head. But you have your wrist, your hands, your knees, your elbows, shins, and your side. Those get jacked up way more than your head does. So it's always good to have all the protection if you can, especially knee pads. Always bang your knees around and shins when you slip the pedals. Always good to have some of those around. Alright, so now we're climbing. Woo! For the third time today. My legs are burnt. Burnt. Oh boy. Really burnt. So I gotta try and get this climb on. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's painful. Painful. I'm just taking my time to get over this bad boy today. As you can see, all the snow is in the right lane, which is the climbing lane. The westbound lane. Whew. Manhattan bound lane. I'm just taking my time with it. We're coming up this side. This is the longer side. Woo. Oh yeah. I got a little ways to go. Oh boy. The burn is real. Woo! Woo! Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna sit down a little bit. Try and get my sit down grind going. Boy, oh boy. Almost to the top. Almost there. Just putting a nice little steady pressure. And I'm almost there. Okay. You know what? I messed around and I don't have this in pure video. So the visuals should look better. I'm rocking the Insta360 X5. 360 camera. Microphone is the DJI mic mini, little wireless mic. Pretty good. I did wind up getting the Insta360 mic, so I'll need to put that on and ride with that. See how that goes. Should sound better since it's all part of the same family. So I gotta start doing that and see how that goes. Whew. But I do like the DJI mic. It's really small, little clip here, kind of inconspicuous. Insta360, a little more conspicuous, that microphone, so I'll play around with that. I'm rocking a Shift full face helmet. They don't make these anymore. You may find some still in the stores, but they're not making any new ones. And you're not going to find this color. Crank-wise on my bike, I'm rocking the Supercross. No, Speedline cranks. Part of the Supercross family. Come on, bro. But these are the Speedline cranks. Really good cranks. Felt really bad that I was going to ride around and all of this slushy stuff with those cranks. Those are my my racing cranks. My man's walking on here now. We got this bridge here. Has one side of the bridge is for bikes, and the other side across the way is for walking, for pedestrians. So that way pedestrians don't get in the way, especially in a situation like this where you only have half of this lane that's accessible from the snow. So there's that. I got the Race XLT handlebars, S&M Race XLT handlebars, 9.25 rise. I used to be an 8.5 rise guy until I got a bike with a longer rear end, longer chainstay, and wound up going taller. I went from 8.5 to a 9.15. That's when I got the Skyway bars. And then when I went from 9.15 to 9.25 when I got the S&M bars, and I really like these bars, but I want to go 31.8 with the diameter of the stem and the handlebar, and they do make those, but there are none available yet in the 9.25 rise. So I want to get a 31.8 millimeter tubing on my where the handlebar meets the stem, but I want a 9.25 rise because I love this height. Now a lot of people that race, they race with 8.5s, and they want to keep the front end a little bit lower because you get a little more torque, a little more power out of your gate starts, and that's all cool and all, but when I got some lower back injuries, my lower back started bothering me. The more important thing for me was to preserve my back. So for like a whole season I was riding around babying my back and trying to make it easier on my back when it comes to leverage and pulling the front wheel up and stuff like that. We're on 2nd Avenue right now. I usually go down 60th, but right now we're in 2nd Avenue, and hopefully this guy doesn't run me over. Nah, if he was looking. But yeah, so for me it was more of having better control over my bike, having it be easier to pull up the bike when I want to, a little more responsive, and I found that having taller and a little bit wider bars was the trick for me, for my type of riding. I really like it. Everything just feels nice and easy, and I can ride my bike with a longer chainstay and still feels good for me. You know, I do like a shorter rear end, or at least a shorter rear end feel. This guy's on the wrong side of the road, just flying down the block. So I like that, and with that combination of having taller bars, it makes a difference. So this part of the bike lane over here is blocked by a big old chunk of snow right here. So I have to go out here with the cars. Maybe there's an entrance somewhere in this. Ooh, it's a little tricky-icky. And we'll go in here right here. We're gonna try and follow the bike lane. See what's been worked on and what hasn't been worked on. Right now we're on East 55th Street. And here we are with a big old snow barricade had to go through the water. And then this part of the block here, we have snow all in the bike lane. So we are on the buffer part of the path here, where if somebody's coming out of the car, you can get that door jammed. That won't be fun. So now here we come to Lexington Avenue. Light just turned yellow for bikes. We're gonna go around this truck, go this way because he got the turning signal to make a left turn. But right now, this part of the bike lane is clear. That's a good look as we head to Park Avenue. Alright, Park Avenue. Okay, so forks on my bike right now. I have the tapered 11 forks, 10 millimeter for a 10 millimeter axle, but I do have the 20 millimeter axle tapered forks, 4130 chromoly, because I like to get wild with it, you know, so I can take it to the trails and stuff like that. It does add a little bit of weight to the front end, as opposed to having the carbon fork for when it's time to race. But for overall riding, I'm good like this. I'll be all right without the carbon forks, because you know I like to go hit the trails and things like that, and carbon forks will eventually fail on you if you ride it like that, and they're very expensive. So you want to just really utilize them at the track and try and stay smooth and not, you know, not ride around janky. Don't want to hit the jumps all janky when you got the carbon forks. Not to say they are weak, they're just not made for that, and eventually they will probably fail, and when they fail, they just snap, pow. It's not like chromoly that'll just might bend. You know, you got a little time. You come up short on something and the joint might bend instead of snapping. Carbon just snaps. How's it going, man?
Your stuff?
Huh?
You post your videos?
Yeah.
On what?
On YouTube.
What's your channel?
It's called Al Kane. So C-A-Y-N-E.
Oh, okay.
C-A-Y-N-E.
C-A-Y-N-E?
Yep, it's just Al Kane.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I also have one called Crazy Al Kane, but I started a new one where I'm just doing all this riding stuff.
Right on.
Yeah.
How do you like? Is that a
360.
Yeah.
This is a 5.
It's the 5.
The 5 is awesome.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, you know the pure video makes everything look better at night.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So.
That's on my wish list.
Yeah. Definitely get it.
All right, man.
It's a really good camera.
Glad I run into you.
Yeah, man. Have fun. All right. Oh yeah. Let's see now where the bike's going. They blocked the bike lane over here, so we have to go out here with the cars. Ooh, we really gotta go out here with the cars. So let's go do the wop whip. Sidewalk action. Oh no. Whoop, we got caught in the snow with them little wheels. A little sidewalk action. A little more sidewalk action. Get ourselves through all of that. Bada boom, bada bip. And we're going to take it. We're going to take it there. A lot of construction going on. But right now we're working our way down to 7th Avenue. And then we're going to start heading down. Just got to go to like Herald Square area where our destination is, and we'll be where we're supposed to be. So right now we're about to pass 6th Avenue, and then we'll be heading downtown, going right through Times Square with it. All right. So there's still chunks of snow all over the place that has not been addressed. So we're gonna try and get in the bike lane, see if it's accessible. It's looking like it is over here. Oh yeah. Nice little clean shot going down. Yeah. All right. What else do I have? I have the Insight seat extension, seat post extension to get you higher up on the bike like I am right now, which is awesome for commuter mode. Get my commute on. And like I've said in previous videos, seat extension was made as a cool down device. So after you race at the track, you know, you have the lower seat on your bike. When you race, you don't need a tall seat like that when you race. But when you're done with that, as a cool down, they made a seat extension, seat post extension, so you can sit up like this and do your cool down after a race. Keep your legs nice and warm, make them cool down. It's time to get on the track and race again. You are ready to go. But they also work as a great way to raise your seat post heights to the proper level, the proper height for commuting and also just cruising around. So it works out great. And the cool thing about it is that you actually put your seat post that you race with inside, so you can put your short seat post inside, and then you can commute to your track or your local trails, local skate park. Then when you get there, you take the seat post extension off, throw your regular seat post in, and you're good to go. So there is that. Excuse me. There are other brands that make seat post extensions, but you know I'm gonna go with the Insight joint. And what else? I have the pop-off pedals by Flat Bike. Pop-off pedals. These are quick release pedals I'm rocking on right now. He's not looking. Oh, he's looking now. Nice. I have the pop-off pedals on right now, and they've been doing really good. My only wish for the pop-off pedals is if they make another model with a wider platform, so you have some more platform for your foot. So now we're in Times Square. Bike lane is nice, cleared out, looking fresh, and we got Times Square action. People are gonna walk right through this block because I'm going through a red, and away they go. Guys are just in time. Whew, maybe I'll take a picture of the bike out here. You know what? I'll do it on my way back because I don't want to run late. Don't want to be late for the job. So there's the bike lane right here, which is pretty clear for the most part. That's what's up. She's not looking. Will she look? Nope. Now you can get out the way. Alright. What else do we have? Oh, let me show you the pop-off pedals real quick. So they have like these little pins. You press it in like this. I got these mittens on. It makes things hard. But you got these two buttons on the side. Pedal pops right off. So that is the pop-off pedal right here by Flat Bike. Pretty cool. And then you just throw it right back in. It snaps right back on. So it's really cool. I really like it. So let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving, y'all. What else do we have on this bike? I have a Skyway tough wheel in the front. It's a graphite tough wheel. So it is the stiffer, lighter version of the tough wheel. So it's better than a typical tough wheel. Less flex and lighter. And I may hit a couple races with my bike like this. Have some fun with it. And I got the rear one too, but I don't have it on right now because my gear ratio is 45, 42, 15. So I got a 42 chain ring on the front. I think it's an 11 or an inside chain ring on the front. 42 tooth on the back is 15. But as you know, Skyways have free wheels, and free wheels only go as low as 16 teeth. So if I throw the Skyway on this bad boy, it's gonna feel way too easy to pedal, and we don't want that. I want either a 45 16 or the 42 15. I'm curious to see how it feels riding the 45 16 at this point, how much harder it'll feel, because that used to be my go-to gear ratio. Wow, snow went away. That used to be my go-to gear ratio. But the way things are right now, you want to get a good gauge start, or at least a decent gauge start, so you can be a little more competitive. But I might go back to my 45 16, get some training in. What the biggest problem with that gear ratio is that you really have to do a little bit of training, or do more riding in order to really be effective with that gear ratio in these days and times. So if I ride like I'm riding now with the 45 16, it'll help. It won't make a big difference as far as when I get on the track, but it'll help as far as conditioning, most definitely. So there's that. All right, so now we're on Broadway heading down to Herald Square. Excuse me. Just got off 7th Avenue. And we're actually cutting across to 6th Avenue. Broadway winds up crossing 6th Avenue when you get to 34th Street. And you have this cool bike lane here that'll take you all the way down. And this is not a shared bike lane. No cars over here to mingle with on this part. Down here you do, but it's only for like a block or two, so it's nothing crazy. And I'm just going to continue down the block. And did I talk about everything? I have an inside stem on the bike right now. It's a decent stem, I like it, but I do want to get something probably a little beefier. Has a 45 millimeter reach. It's my favorite reach on the stem. It works good on pretty much every bike that I ride, a 45 millimeter stem. So I do like that. So that's the reach. It means how far the stem sticks out. When we talk about 31 1/8, we're talking about the diameter of the actual clamp. It clamps onto a handlebar that has a tube. That's 31.8. So that's the two different lingos when people are talking about bars and things like that. Then you have, up sweep and back sweep of the handlebar too. And I am a fan of not too much back sweep and not too much up sweep. I'm a fan of that. Very minimal. What else? Anything else? I got Kruppy bottom bracket on here, outboard, Euro bottom bracket. And these bad boys is getting really, getting the works done to them with all this snow and sleet and stuff like that. So that's not cool. Besides all of that, what else do I have on my bike? I got Truth seat post clamps, quick release seat post clamps on the bike. Truth BMX seat post clamps on both parts of the seat post. And what else? Ooh. And what else do we have? We have I think that's it. I got ODI mushroom grips without the flange, so it keeps my thumb from getting a little callus going on. We don't want none of that. But I am going to get some different grips. I'm going to try them out. Coming up soon. And I have some Schwinn lights on my bike. On the front, I got them flashing. It has 3 settings. It has light, it has bright, dim, and then it has flash. Bright, dim, flash. I have the red ones in the back, and I got the white ones in the front. I keep them on flash mode because I think it captures more attention from people, and having multiple lights on definitely is better than having just one light on in the front and one light on in the back. Then I also got the Tektro brake set. So it's a V-brake set. Comes with the brake lever, comes with the brake cable, and it comes with the V-brakes in the back, along with some brake pads too, brake shoes. And other than that, the last thing is I have some mountain bike tires on my bike, 20-inch knobby mountain bike tires on this bike, and man oh man, they really came in handy when it came to all the snow we were getting. I was riding in the snow and snowstorm and when everything dries up at the trails, I'm gonna take this bike to the trails, the mountain bike trails, and see how crazy that's gonna be. So that should be pretty fun to do all of that. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I made it to my destination, and I'm about to call it a wrapperoni. All right, so let's go to 34th Street real quick. Make a left here. We're over here by Madison Square Garden. It's right down the block. And we're gonna make this left, cut down 34th Street so you can catch the vibes. And that'll be that. And it looks like they're blocking traffic over here. They're about to do some construction. And we'll let everybody pass. And we'll come back around. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so we're going to go down here. They got the construction going on. Woo! And we are out. Alright, y'all, so it's Crazy Out Kane. Shoot.com, CAC-TV out here late night in the city, riding around, heading to work. And I'm out. Back to you, Billy.